You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't KIEQ on the mic. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't KIEQ on the mic. You can go and subscribe, cause I be on it right. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't KIEQ on the mic.
This move can be the cherry on top for Ryan Poles and the Chicago Bears. Hey, what's going on, Bears fans? Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of KIEQ on the Mic, the podcast all about the Chicago Bears. As always, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Bears fans, make sure you also do me a huge favor by also liking today's episode of KIEQ on the Mic. As you guys can see, I am officially back in my little home studio right here on KIEQ on the Mic. I do appreciate you guys tuning in, even though I was recording episodes from my car. So once again, thank you guys so much for always showing love and support to the channel. So Bears fans, Ryan Poles and the Chicago Bears really got busy this offseason addressing the offensive line. We all know that this offensive line is still a work in progress, but over the last couple of years, Ryan Poles and the Bears have slowly been adding to the Chicago Bears offensive line to ensure that we can get the 5 best people to block for new quarterback Caleb Williams. The Bears added this offseason Coleman Shelton, traded for Ryan Bates from the Buffalo Bills, and even drafted Karan Ahmadije. But Bears fans, there is one more guy that Ryan Poles and the Chicago Bears could sign to really boost the Chicago Bears offensive line, and that player is Connor Williams. We have talked about Connor Williams before on the podcast, and Williams is clearly the best available free agent left on the market. And according to multiple reports, Williams has actually been talking to teams and says that he should be good to go prior to training camp, and he even says that he is ahead of schedule. And that is obviously good news because when you look at a guy like Connor Williams, when he is healthy, he is a really good quality center in the National Football League. But I guess my question for you guys on today's episode of KIEQ on the Mic is, should the Chicago Bears actually be in on Connor Williams? Go ahead and answer that question down below in the comment section. And I certainly think that the Chicago Bears should be all in on Connor Williams. I actually think that Ryan Poles and Chicago Bears should make this a priority. Yes, I get what you guys are about to say in the comment section. He is coming off a season-ending injury and has had some injury history as well throughout his career. But Williams, to me, would still be an upgrade at center for the Chicago Bears, and he could really boost this offensive line for the Chicago Bears and take this Bears offense to the next level. He's only 27 years old and has already shown the ability before to overcome a major injury when he actually tore his ACL back in 2019, and he came back and had a really impressive year for the Dallas Cowboys. Actually appeared in every single game prior to tearing his ACL back in 2019. So that just shows that he's able to deal with adversity and come back better than ever. And I feel like he will be able to do that again this season, hopefully for the Chicago Bears. And to me, by adding a guy like Williams, the Bears would gain a seasoned and reliable veteran, an asset. And this could really bolster the middle of the Chicago Bears offensive line. We have struggled time and time again to find a quality starting center. I know the Bears added a guy like Ryan Bates. I know the Bears added a guy like Coleman Shelton. I know those two guys are going to be battling it out during training camp for the starting center spot. But to me, I don't see anything wrong with adding some more competition to that mix for the starting center position by adding a guy like Connor Williams. And once again, just like I mentioned, I know what you guys are going to say. What about Ryan Bates? What about Coleman Shelton? And to me, in my personal opinion, neither of these guys have reached the level of play that Connor Williams has reached during his career in the NFL. When I look at a guy like Connor Williams, he would bring more competition to the mix. He brings great versatility as well, has played guard, but has excelled at the center position. Once again, to me, he is one of the better young centers in the National Football League, especially when he is healthy. He also brings really good football intelligence, and this would enhance the line performance for all other 4 guys on the offensive line, but it'll also be able to mentor those young guys, like maybe like Karan Ahmadije, or maybe even the other young guys along this offensive line. Also, Williams' ability as a pass protector and run blocker aligns perfectly with Shane Waldron's philosophy, making him a really ideal fit for the Bears' evolving offensive scheme. So Bears fans, to put this all together, personally, I truly believe that adding a guy like Connor Williams would add a much needed boost. And once again, I do trust any decision that Ryan Poles makes. I understand there's going to be that fear of his injury history and all that good stuff. And you also have to add in the fact of what is he going to want. I know there's a lot of people out there saying he's going to be looking for maybe a 2-year deal. And to me, I know a lot of Bears fans may not like that idea, but I do think when healthy, Connor Williams is an outstanding player. And once again, I believe that adding Williams should be a priority for the Chicago Bears moving forward. His track record, his versatility, and his leadership that he could possibly bring to the Chicago Bears football team could really take this Chicago Bears offense to new heights. Once again, Bears fans, we have not had a good quality starting center for a very long time. Probably the last good quality starting center we've had on this Bears football team is Olin Kreutz. It's been a long time, Bears fans. So I think Ryan Poles should go out there and just inquire about what it would take to get Connor Williams. Maybe he would have some interest coming to Chicago, because I do feel like when Connor Williams is healthy, he could really complete this Bears offensive line. And then you would have Connor Williams at center, Donner Wright at right tackle. Obviously, you have Tevin Jenkins and Braxton Jones in the fold as well. And then you could just put Ryan Bates at right guard. I feel like that would be a really good offensive line for Caleb Williams and this Chicago Bears offense. So Bears fans, once again, before I let you guys go, let me ask you guys this. Should the Chicago Bears be all in on Connor Williams and bring him here to Chicago? Let me know what you think down below in the comment section. But as always, make sure you continue to hit that subscribe button and the notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. And make sure you share this episode of KIEQ on the Mic with every single Bears fan that you know. But other than that, be back for an all-new Bears podcast right here on KIEQ on the Mic. Thanks, guys. And as always, bear down.
You've been listening to KIEQ on the Mic, a podcast all about the Chicago Bears. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Thanks, guys, and bear down.